All right now, people. Hot Facts with Robert Reese right here, sitting here, and we got the Walmart right here, right in front of me. We got Capriati's right here. We got the Wingstop. This is the infamous Wingstop. It's a very fast place for pickups, but this is the infamous Wingstop that told me, or not told me, they give you the green thing so that you can seal the drinks and put it on top. Um, this is that infamous Wingstop. We also have right next to it, you pick up at Sally Beauties. Now look at all these places in a row. Capriati's, Wingstop, Sally Beauty, Juice It Up, Pizza Hut. You skip one place, which is AT&T, and then you have El Pollo Loco. You have Starbucks, the Ono Ono, Wendy's, Del Taco, and this is all in one parking lot where I am right here. The night shift gets cracking right directly across the street. That is the Panda Express, the Carl's Jr., and up at the very next light, what continues past the car dealership here. That's where you get into all of the other stuff there. Bohemian Monkey, what's up, man? I got a good one. I got a good one right now. Something happened to me today. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. For those of you who don't know, I am Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I am the official news channel of the gig economy. Okay, make sure you check out the DoorDash Revolution. He has the baddest morning ride along show in all of the gig economy. Okay, we're gonna get into this right here, but hopefully, when you guys need some emergency assistance, you go check out Real Talk with Roy. Okay, he is the official news correspondent for the Hollywood gig news sector of Hot Facts with Robert Reese and Team Hot Facts. Okay, give a shout out to the whole team, the spokesman, Cornbread, the deputy, TFT, obviously my ace, the DoorDash Revolution, and I am Hot Facts, and Roy is the correspondent. Okay, check him out for all emergencies. But I had something happen to me today. Like, share, and subscribe also. And a lady sent her dogs at me, and this was so crazy that this is going to go a little deep. Some people may not get it right off the top, but it was a mental thing that was really going on. Okay. On this delivery, it is a meet at door. Okay. Now I'm on the phone with the Revolution while I'm doing this delivery. Okay. So he was listening the whole time. It's a meet at door. Okay. I just picked up, I think it was someplace in the same parking lot, and I went to go ahead and drop it off. I get over to the residence. Okay, they just built some new homes right here, and I get there. They have one of those glass doors. It's wood with the glass in the middle, so you can see directly straight through their house, all the way to the back sliding glass door that sits directly that you can see. Okay, it says meet at door. I see the cameras outside pointing and everything, so I know it's a home where they watch everything. All right, they have the ring cam, all that stuff. I'm approaching, and I ring the doorbell. Okay, I ring the doorbell. Uber Eats delivery. Now, my picture on Uber Eats shows up on the app when you're a customer. My picture shows up on the app. So you know that it is me that is coming. Okay. And I am a man also. Okay. So you get to see all of that. I go up, I hit the button, nothing happens. I go to details. Okay. And I go to where we can leave a text message. I hit, I have arrived. So it starts the timer, okay? Because I'm not going to be sitting there the whole time. So I start the 8-minute timer. When I hit the 8-minute timer, like within like 30 seconds, the lady comes and walks across and she goes to where the kitchen part is, right? Because I can see straight through that door. She goes right there. She looks at me, I wave, I show her the food, I show her my phone, and she looks at me, and then she opens the sliding glass door. Okay. Now, this is the mental thing, you guys. The front door is closed, but she opens the back sliding glass door and her big old giant boxer and chocolate lab ran all the way to the doors and put their paws on to like try to scare me back at the doors. She kept pointing like this. So I said, I did this too. And she said she shook her head, yes. I put the food there, and I'm telling Rev, did you not just witness what happened? So here's what happened, people. It's a mental thing. That was racial, that was racially motivated. And I spoke about this a long time ago that in certain areas when you where you deliver at, you have to understand that there is different ethnicities there. Certain areas there are a lot of people. Now I'm in an area where it's pretty much a mixture of people here, but you have people spread out and sprinkled in all these other places. So when I approach the house, first of all, the car pulls up. They have all the cameras pointing there. I get out. I am the person on the actual app that is supposed to be coming. I'm Robert. I go up and all that other stuff happened. I set it down. I'm talking to Rev on the way back to the car. I'm like, this lady just sent the dogs out on me. Like it was like 1950 or something. I'm not supposed to be coming and doing deliveries and coming to your house. Now, here is what the thing was. While the door is closed and locked, right? The dogs cannot get me. The dogs cannot get me at all. The thing was that I think like that and I sick my dogs on you. Now, if the dogs attack me, it's on their cameras and I get mauled and they go to jail and maybe I live, maybe I don't to walk away. But at the same time, I went to a house that was prejudiced towards me. Sam Lee says he in San Bernardino. What's up, Sam Lee? But I ran into a prejudice issue while on delivery. I want you guys and new drivers to know that just because you are driving, that doesn't cure racism or that doesn't cure bigotry or someone that's prejudiced. That does not stop that at all. There is a house that I haven't got one there in a while, but it's a house and they are neo-Nazis there. They have black tar from the chewing tobacco over the doorbell, and they say ring the doorbell on the app. So they do that to try to make you do that. But when they come to the door, you see all the runes and the images from the tattoos. You see all of that. Now, there is one house where I go to, and I know that they're skinheads, like all the way, like this, like they come and there's a respect there. There's a respect there. So I do my deliveries. They call me brother. You know what I mean? So like, you pick up on everything. You pick up on everything, but that's different. This scenario, I ran into someone that literally was like, black person coming to the door, and then boom. Now you got to think, what if it was one of those homes where the people have that screen door that has like the aluminum and those dogs are strong enough to push through the screen and get out there? What if it happens to be a door like that? I would not be giving you this message right now. I would be in the hospital or something else would happen. I would not be here right now. And this is the other side of delivery driving that people don't understand that really happens out there. And it's real. It's real. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a live I did months and months ago when I spoke about this. And I said there's a reason why some people make a lot of money in their zones is because their zones, their people are there. We have areas where there's Ethiopians. You'll find places where it's Persian. You'll find places where you'll see a lot of Koreans, Indians, and it's sectioned off kind of like that, even in the zone in the city where they live. And some people make a lot because they are one of those for wherever you are. I've also said that when I go to a black person's house out here, it's typically a good situation for me because of how it is. And it's like that vice versa with everybody else on where they're from. especially the islanders out here. When you run into like a Samoan driver and things like that, there are certain spots where they are and they order and they show love to their people. That it is what it is. I just happen to be the driver that was supposed to take this delivery to a house where here's the thing. If the lady wanted it leave at door, she should have texted me when, or she was not looking at her phone to see that Robert was the black guy on there. All she had to do was text and say, "Leave. Can you please leave on the doorstep?" Now, even though it's a meet at door, I still would have took a picture for myself in case she said she didn't get her order. And I'm glad that everything was on camera like that, because then that situation, she would have said that she never got her order. And then I would have got hit like that. I was in a lose-lose situation there. But luckily, the camera's there. The camera's there, and it didn't go any further from where it was. But mentally, she was sending a message: I don't want you here. Do not deliver here again. I will sick my dogs on you. That is someone that is prejudiced. I don't want to just throw the whole racial and racist word out there because someone could not like me, but they don't even understand, and they'll be friends with someone from like Egypt or something. They don't even know that it's all part of the continent. So who knows? I'm gonna say prejudice, okay, and ignorance. This is stupid right here. So if you are a driver out there, make sure you protect yourself. This happened to me at about, I give it maybe about 9:45 a.m. this morning. Yeah, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That someone literally, they're looking at me and I'm showing them the food and the phone. I've already announced through their Ring doorbell that I'm Uber Eats, and looks at me, then opens the door and sends those dogs to run directly at the door, and they push those paws. They're going roof, 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 roof. Man, I took a step back. I thought they were going to bust through that glass. I was out. Here, point, point, put it down, and I was out of there. And Revolution was like, wow. I said, yeah, but he said these things happen. These things happen. You guys got to understand that. That's why you got to protect yourself too. That's why you got to protect yourself. You got to. That's why you got to. That's why you got to protect yourself. You don't know where you are going to be delivering at, and it's crazy. Now, this goes into why this is why. What's up, James Guy? People, if you don't know, that is the best. And when I mean the best, James Guy has the best agency for you to grow your channel. I have met so many people and some real ones. Brandon's Recovery TV, a real one. He's got some real good stuff, very inspirational and everything else like that. J Caddy Beats has the beats. He does a lot of the music that I have on my channel. I met him through James Gype, Nitro Freak, and the Sunfish King, and John Paul, and there's a whole lot of people over there that I have met through him. And shout out to Dustin is Driving. A lot of you guys know Dustin is driving. Smackovich. Yes, that Dustin is Driving right there. He also goes through the agency with James Gype. And people, it's a real great thing. So if you really want to learn how to grow your channel, learn how to get your watch hours and everything else like that, and do it the legit way, then holler at James Gype. Okay? Woo-wee. See, I'm sitting here talking too long in my hotspot. Now, what did happen to today was, I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10, from me waking up in the morning and not knowing that someone was gonna sick their dogs on me, today was a crazy day. I give it a 9.5 on the craziness of the day. That right there did it. But check this out. It was a continuance over what happened the day before. Now, in my title there, I have for you guys customer service, and there's no trust. Okay, let me tell you this story. It happened with the local Popeyes here. The one right across the street, we got the Popeyes directly behind me, right over my right shoulder, right here. The Popeyes is right there. I get the order and I go. Popeyes changed their schedule from their opening and closing times. So now they're closing at 10. They normally close at 11. So I get there, a lot of cars in a drive-through, and they're waiting, they're going, doing their thing. I get up to the window. I hear nothing from the actual voice box. So I get up to the window, I knock on the window, and the manager comes and he says, "We're closed." I said, "Well, I'm picking up the Uber Eats order and he said, "Sorry, we're closed at 10 now. There's nothing I can do." And I was like, "Whoa." And he just slammed the metal on me. He just slammed the metal on me. So I was like, dang. I drive out, I make a quick left, and I park right next to the dumpster right there. And I call customer support with Uber. And Uber, I hope you guys are listening because I did rate this one on my thing as a bad, like it was bad. And you guys are gonna hear everything on which made this so bad. I call customer support, but during this time, I'm texting the customer and letting them know that they're closed and everything else like that. And I let them know that they are closed. They told me, okay, it says they're open until this time. And I'm letting them know that I'm actually on hold with customer support to see how we can fix this for you. So they said, okay. So when customer support came on, they asked me, who are you? Or, well, thank you for calling Uber support. And then you give them all your stuff. Did that. I said, well, I'm at the Popeyes. I'm on the delivery for, I gave them the name. And I said, the restaurant is closed. And he says, the restaurant's closed? I said, I said yes. So I said, I'm trying to make sure that I get compensated for showing up here because the restaurant is closed. He said, okay, let me go ahead and double check this. Can you wait 2 to 3 minutes? I said, okay, yes. He then goes and comes back and asks me why I'm calling him. This was the first sign that this was not right. I once again explained to him that they are not open. They are now closed and they will not give me the order because they are closed. He says, okay, let me go ahead and double check this for you. He says, and this is for the order of, and I gave them the person's name. I told him what the order was, did that. He says, okay, let me go ahead and double check this. Can you hold on? I hold on. He goes and then he comes back and says, okay, because of the restaurant is closed, we're going to give you $5. So I was like, all right, cool. But then he says, well, are you sure you're at the restaurant? I said, yes. I'm sitting right here at the restaurant. He says, well, it shows that you are not at the restaurant. I said, I can go and knock on the manager's window so you can talk to him. Oh no, let me can you hold for 2 to 3 minutes? I said yes. Now I'm getting frustrated now. He goes and then he comes back and says that there is an issue with the GPS for the drivers over on their side. So he says, but I believe you. I believe you're there. Now let me see about compensation. I said, okay, okay. He goes and puts me on hold again. Then he comes back and says, okay, we're gonna give you $3. So it went from 5 to 3. Went from $5 to $3 just for showing up there, right? So I said, okay, $3. I said, okay. I said, can we speed this up? Now at this time, the customer now canceled because I didn't get back in time with them off of what I'm trying to get back from them to let them know what's going on. Okay, the customer canceled the order. So then he says, "Oh, it seems like the customer canceled the order. Are you sure you were at the location?" So I took a picture on my phone myself, just in case. And then he told me to hold on again. I'm sitting there like, what is going on? So he goes on hold. He comes back. He says, okay, we do believe you. You are there. We're gonna give you $3. We're not supposed to give you $3. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, did you not call the restaurant? He said, "Oh no, we don't have to call all the time. We can just go and check and see what time they are open and what time they close, and that's okay." I said, "Well, most people when we call like this, they call the restaurant and they verify that it is closed, and then they go ahead and do it just like that." He said, "Oh no," he said again, "we don't have to. But at this time, I do believe you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the $3. It should be showing up now." So I said, "Can I ask you something?" He said, yes. I said, "So what made you not believe me that I was telling you the truth about being here and it was closed?" He would not give me an answer. He just said he just said, "Well, the system is showing that the GPS is not down, and well, it's down, and we can't see that you were there." So here's the thing: when the customer canceled the order, I got an order for this Wendy's right here. I got an order for the Wendy's right here. So I said, "Can you tell me right now if you guys see me at the Wendy's location, because that's where I'm at now on the GPS?" He said, "Oh, is this the order for?" And the name is there. And I said yes. So I said, "Can you let me know if I am seen on the GPS? Because I don't want to do this order and you guys say that I am not heading to the location. So can you go ahead and check that for me?" Now they gave me the order really fast at Wendy's. So when I got out the drive-through, I just hit start delivery, and he says, "Well, it shows that you are on an active delivery." I said, "Well, my question was, can you let me know if you guys see me on the GPS?" And he said, "Well, you are on delivery, so we know that you are on delivery." So he tried to evade all of that. He did not believe me, okay, that the restaurant was closed. And I called him out on his bluff by asking when the customer canceled, when I went over to the Wendy's here, I called his bluff and said, "Can you let me know if you see me here at the Wendy's?" Because that would let me know that the GPS is working and that he knows that I know that he don't believe me. But here's the thing, people. We got people like Uber Lyft Phoenix out there who got deactivated for just pulling up and not even pulling up and just saying the place is closed. This is the reaction we get as people trying to call in and do our job. Now, luckily, I'm in California and we get Proposition 22. I was getting paid Proposition 22 that whole time on the call because it was an active call all the way until the customer canceled, but I was still on the phone with the customer support during that time. So I still get paid for all this time. The other states, the drivers are not getting paid for that at all. And it was not the driver's fault. It was actually the representative who did it to him. But then again, it's not the representative's fault because we got guys like Uber Lyft Phoenix out there, okay, who get deactivated for just saying that the restaurant is closed when in all actuality, the restaurant is open. So was he wrong for making me go through all that? But my thing was, how come he just didn't call in the first place and just get it done real quick? That's all I'm saying there. But the actions he took, was it really his fault with those actions though? We got a lot of bad drivers out there who these people behind the scenes in the customer support center, when they approve everything to be sent through, like the restaurants closed and all that, and let's say it goes through and they gave that money to a driver, and then they figure out that, oh, the restaurant was open, they have a money sheet that they are ran by that shows how much money they are costing the company. And that's how they get judged in the call center on if they keep their job. You see what I mean? I was pissed off. I was mad as hell. I was mad as hell. I was super mad. But at the same time, when I was thinking about it inside my head, I was like, can we just get this done? Because I was thinking about it while, I was doing it with him. We got drivers out there that he's probably got hit with maybe like too many times to where they have to call him into the office. Look, man, you're giving away too many of these $3 and $5 things for the company. When they don't give those up, that goes into their little bonus thing on employee of the month or whatever prizes they got going on for the week in the call center. They use that money to have incentives for the people there on the phone for you so that they can do the job right for you guys, and it all goes in a circle. A lot of you guys don't know how that side works. But that happened. But he did not trust me at all. And I blame people like Uber, Lyft, Phoenix for this right here. I blame you for this, man. I blame you for this. You are one of the ones who are one of the dirtiest players in the game. You and Bud Soda probably are the best tag team, and we'll call you the dirtiest. Just the dirtiest. Your finishing move is you guys get 2 buckets of dirt, and in each 2 buckets of dirt, there's 4 cell phones, and you throw it at the people. And then you guys run because you guys got to go do another order. And you get counted out. That's how you guys end every match. The dirtiest players in the game. And you guys hit deers. Dirtiest players in the game. We got people out there like that will do anything for the money, and then the representatives are going to go ham on us in a way to where, check this out. What if they did that to someone else who doesn't understand how to communicate with the people, and they just gave them all the attitude, screaming at customer service and doing all of that? All they have to do with customer service is keep that, transfer that over to the next department there, and then what happens? Oh, deactivation department. Oh, red flag department. Will you listen to this call here? This is what this driver just did. Listen to this call. Bam, they listen to you calling people and giving them all the F-bombs and all that other stuff. And then when you wake up in the morning, you cannot sign on the app because you are deactivated. Man, it can happen like that. It can happen like that. It really can happen like that. But if you guys are just tuning in right now, you know, the customer service or customer support guy, I give him on a scale from 1 to 10, I give him maybe a 3 or a 3.5. I give him a 3.5. He did everything else wrong. So he did everything else terrible. He ran with his instinct. That's why I'm giving him a 3, because he actually ran with his instinct. So he gets a 3. He don't get a 10. He don't get any of that. He don't get any of that. He gets a 3 just because he held to his guns. But he was a total fail. All he had to do was call, and then they would have told him that we are closed. And he would have picked up with me again and said, we just confirmed with the merchant, the restaurant, that they are closed. We're going to give you the compensation of this for you showing up because we don't want you to waste your time. And how they always end it, after they say we're going to go ahead and process this through, you should see it. You should see it on your app, and maybe about right now, go ahead and check. You see that there. You are now okay to accept other delivery offers. That's what they say, and then you are out. And then you are out. Then you are out. But now we gotta think about this. Are people gonna text more with customer support? Because you do know when you text more and you text the customer support, they don't know and hear how you sound on how you were trying to let them know what's going on. So you already know you have a roadblock there at some point. Now, if you call now, you now have a roadblock because they don't trust you and they think you're calling in for fraud. So right now, if you are a delivery driver and you are calling customer support and it's trying to get compensated for whatever it is that you did, make sure you have crossed your T's and dotted your I's. They are thinking that everyone is committing fraud now. They have too many drivers that are committing fraud and getting caught. So make sure you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's, and make sure your story sounds legit. Because I'll tell you this, they could approve you and give you the money, right? But even though they give you the money, they can still be doing an investigation while you're driving for a couple days, and then maybe like 4 or 5 days later, you're deactivated because they actually went back and did an investigation on you. Yeah, you made some money while you were driving right there, but the money that they can see that, okay, that was fraud, you stole that, they can actually hold your money. They can hold your money and you drove for nothing. Now what they'll do is they'll give you a partial sum of the money that you had, and they'll keep the rest as like tax. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. So don't think because you got away with it right then and there, it's not going to hit you a couple days down the line. Also, if you are a new driver, make sure you pay attention to this. I have another topic here that I want to go ahead and get on with you guys, and it's about if you were a new driver, pay close attention to this. It's about working in your zones, not your territories, because you do know that there's certain zones that are like 3.5 miles away, 4 miles away, some are 5 miles away, and you can work different zones. All right. Um, Here is the thing. When I talked about the racial thing earlier, these certain zones are, let's say if you have a city, right, and you know that certain parts of the city, the zone is different because it's favored towards this type of individual or citizen. Okay, it's favored towards that. Now you could be working in a zone and you can say that, hey, I'm not making the money that I should, but then you go end up in one of the other zones. You leave you start your dash there in that zone. You might make more money in that zone than the other zone that you were in to start with. Okay. So if you are a new driver, don't think that just because you say, hey, I live right here, I can only drive right here. No, you got to figure out, you know the different high schools and things like that. You know that there's certain communities out there, and we all know that there are certain people that can benefit from certain communities. So you got to think about your zones and see what is there. Don't stay stuck in the box, especially if you are a new driver. New drivers should go experience everything that's out there so you can really know what you got. Okay. Now you're going to know and figure out what zones are hot, what zones are cold, what zones have the higher ups is what they would say. You'll see the higher middle class, then you'll see the middle class. You'll see everything and know that I can actually make more money in this zone because check this out. Um, I'm Puerto Rican. And over there, everybody over there is Puerto Rican or Cuban or something like that. They got that whole area there sold up. So if I know that and they pay and tip over there and I'm one of them too, I'm going to go ahead and hit that zone on up, do it like that. It might be other zones you might be signed on, and you have specialized equipment that give you other options so you can make more money. New drivers pay attention to that. You have specialized equipment that allows you to make more money at certain types of restaurants. Okay. This is what that means also. Some of these other zones favor the equipment that you have in these other zones. Okay. If you're not following, you are not following. Okay. The specialized equipment that you have can have you make more money in other zones. Okay. And if you don't know what I mean, I'll just sprinkle a little bit. I'll just sprinkle a little bit of juice on you, a little bit of sauce on you. I'll just sprinkle a little bit. If you notice when you look on the doors of the restaurants, it'll let you know, it'll let you know catering. If you're in an area where it's a lot of catering shops, your equipment is specialized for you to do your thing, you're going to make more money in that zone than what you are in this zone, even though this zone is right here close to this zone. That's what's going to happen. Sam Lee said Temecula the other day. It's a pretty good pay out there. And Temecula people, that's wine country. Temecula is where you come out here. You go to Temecula. You can ride the horses. You can go ahead and get the hot air balloon, and it's wine country. And it's a lot of gated communities there with the lake and all that stuff, all right there. You got that there, okay? And guess what? They do this. Sam Lee knows. Sam Lee knows. Okay. That's what I'm trying to get. If you are a new driver, now I'm not trying to tell the old drivers who are stuck in their ways or the other drivers who just, your season is what I would say. This is not for you at all. Okay. This is not for you at all. This is for typically new drivers to let them know to go out in the other zones around your area and see what it is. Now you'll find where there's a zone where there's a university, there's a college. You'll find zones where there's like mountainous, higher up rich houses and things like that. You'll find zones where you'll find them. There's little pockets in there, but don't stay stuck. Do not stay stuck on one zone. Do not stay stuck on one zone if you are new. And don't let no one tell you don't go over there. You don't make no money over there. Don't let no one tell you that. Okay? Don't let no one tell you that. Make sure that you utilize your zone for what you're going to utilize your zone for and see what you can really make. Don't second guess yourself. Okay? Scary money don't make none. And people, in the words of Chuck Woolery, I'm out in 2 and 2. Peace out.